had me stressed the entire time I was watching it in the best way. The concept and premise are executed extremely well, and I think the primary actor, well, actually, like all of the actors are like incredible, but especially our protagonist who we're following, I think that was so exceptional at performing. His performance was really great at really detailing that anxiety and that loneliness throughout this short. And ultimately, when we see his demise, it's quite sad because maybe he was just starting to fight his own demons, but those demons were definitely the end of him. And I also think that the short does a really good job of creating tension, but also creating these moments of release, especially the moments with his family and seeing him interact with his family.
I like how enthralling the story is. It's interesting to see our main character go on this journey to try and resolve an issue and how he tries to balance all of this, all his personal life and maintain that life. I like how the suspense is built up throughout the story, through the lighting, the suspenseful music, and the tight shot composition that make you feel enclosed and anxious, which make you feel like, which make you relate to the main character and feel the anxiety and the stress that he is as well. I like the end. I think that the end really paid off and is a great reward to the audience because there seems to be this sense of relief and closure, like it was all in his head, when in actual fact, that's not the case.
Just the constant suspense and anxiety that he must be feeling during this week where he's just expecting someone to come out and kill him at any moment. I thought that was just a feeling that this film explored so well. I was with him constantly expecting someone to jump out and kill him. So these silent jump scares where we see there's someone behind him worked so well. It gave me the chills to see these figures in the background or coming up behind him. And I think the music helped really well with this as well. It was timed perfectly with these sort of scare moments. It definitely had me jumping. I loved the ending as well. We don't see exactly what is happening, but the implications are all there. And I think overall that acting was really great, especially from our main character. I could really feel that just overwhelming fear that he must have been feeling.
Just from the concept alone, reading the log line about a writer who hires a hitman on himself, uh, I love it because it's it's intense and sinister, but there's this undertone of comedy in the premise. Um, our protagonist basically is very self aware of it as well, where he does it, and within the next scene, he realizes just how much of a stupid idea that is. This writer who essentially mutilated themselves just so they would know how to describe what the feeling felt like. It reminds me a lot of this, where um, this man hired a hitman on himself so that he could make his story more believable. Feel like I know a lot of writers who would probably do something like this. Which is why I find it so funny. It's like, yeah, that's a writer thing.
I think this was a very interesting short. I really like the idea and the premise, the fact that the writer is hiring this hitman, and then he changes his mind and comes back, tries to get back on his step, just but then he ends up being caught in the middle. I think it was a very well done and very well acted short as well, with an interesting finale and a shocking ending that I really personally enjoyed. I think there was a great performance and excellent character arc overall.
I really liked the cinematography on this. I think that the filmmakers did such a really great job with that. I think what was also clever was the title of the film was in the story that he was writing. The story that the filmmakers chose to tell on this was so clever and so well done. The way that they executed this was really great. And I loved the fact that there were some very funny moments in this. They knew how to balance the dramatic moments with moments that were a little comedic. And I thought that that was very, very clever.